Well, that definitely has my interest. I was walking around the shopping district, minding my own business, wondering why on earth I'm getting 18 frames a second, and then I see this rather enormous looking sign with a lot of redstone action going on. Now, I'm assuming that this means that there are still... Yes, 14 of 25 treasures are still remaining. That's actually quite a lot. I'm liking my odds there. And there is a sign that says limited time only, jackpot spoons in the machine. Jackpot spoons. I mean, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it's making me want to spend my diamonds. In go my 32 diamonds. And out comes a shovel. That's not... No, what? No! No, what? This... It's 16 uses. That's not a jackpot at all. That's pants. But there is a giant sign. I'm going to try again. 32 diamonds. In it goes. Do a little dance for good luck. And... I could cry. I've had a heated discussion with Iskall in the chat. And he's not very apologetic at all. I can't help myself. Honestly, I can't stop. Right, let's just fly over there and do some digging. I have also been given a clue, because the little clue thing is out of stock, so Iskall has given me my own personal one. On the southern coast of the grassy north, there be treasure in plural for those who knows. For those who knows? Is this a nose joke? The southern coast of the grassy north. So I'm thinking, I mean, these are the most southern bits of the grassy north. Let's go. Let's go. That's not good. That's not good. This isn't good. Maybe down here? Really? This guy's giving me gradually more clues. This is fantastic. I'm gradually losing hope. I'm losing more hope. Technically, Iskall owes me 3 clues, so I've asked for another one. And that's a big clue. That is a big, big clue. Okay, let's have a look around. And... there was much rum. Okay, so there's Oh, there's actually... I thought that was a big clue. There's lanterns on rocks all over the place. Right, I have high hopes. I have high hopes. I have high hopes. I have... Huh? Come on! Come on! Come on! What? No! One good technique that I've seen people using is the checkerboard pattern. I feel like we are onto a winner. But... I'm gonna have to go and buy another shovel. This could financially ruin me, but I feel like I've seen other hermits and they have like a hook. The dirt has like a hook thing. Alright, so if it looked like I was on the way to a hook there. Sorry, Iskall, I've only got 31 diamonds. I'll pay you back when I get my winnings. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, I've actually got one. That's pretty good. 4 netherite ingots. That is awesome, and 32 diamond ore as well. I mean, that hasn't really paid for the amount that I probably spent doing this. But the 4 netherite ingots definitely have, and I still have 21 uses left. So, do I end on a high, or do I continue gambling? I think we all know the answer here. And I think I found a good spot to dig, because nobody has dug up here. This is like the only untouched area. So... shut the front door! No way! Yes! What? What? You beauty! I'm gonna take this one home and frame him. Iskall's just logged in, and I'm just gonna send him this. He's gonna be very upset. Now it's time to reinvest all of these diamonds into more spoons. Of course, I'm joking. Let's crack on with some actual Hermitcraft action. So as we all know, Halloween is just around the corner. Okay, and currently... I'm not looking particularly spooky. In fact, I'm not looking scary at all. I'm just looking incredibly handsome. So I think it's high time that we do something about that. And I think I'm going to turn it into a business because, as you all know, I'm on a mission to be an incredibly rich hermit. And currently things aren't doing badly. I forced some redstone builds on people, and I'm yet to check out my industrial district store. So I have to go and look at that in a little bit. But I think with this business, I could actually be onto a winner. I'm going to create what I'm officially referring to as a spookification chamber. So this is a chamber that a hermit can go into. They press a button, all the redstone devices will activate and things, and then suddenly, boom, they look horrible. And hopefully they will pay me lots of diamonds to look horrible. I mean, it might be a difficult sell, okay, but I think at this time of year, we might be able to pull it off. So it all started with a real-life picture of my face recreated on a Minecraft map, and now someone's taken a real-life model of Iskall and recreated it in Minecraft. I mean, this stuff's getting out of hand. So I think I found a perfectly good spot for my store. It's going to go on top of a little dirt platform up here. It's going to go up like this, and then we're going to enter underneath because, of course, the redstone always looks better when it's underneath the ground. Now, I'm hoping, because I'm smart and I actually wrote out what I was going to need in my notebook, this should be all of the items that are required to actually get this thing constructed. And I'm just going to warn you, this build is probably going to go through some awkward phases. You know, it hasn't started well. That's all I'm going to say. It has not started well. But I'm sure, or at least I hope, we'll end up with something cool in the end. I really am employing every single piece of my artistic flair to make this as grotesque as possible. What have I discovered here? Is this the beginnings of an underpass that has never been finished? But yeah, I'm trying my best. I really am trying my best. I don't actually know where the eyeballs are going to go. We could go this route. That's a very funny route. Oh my goodness. I actually think the backside might be more scary than the front. Look at that. That's like a melted face. That's horrible. To be fair, the front side isn't fantastic either. I mean, geez. It's actually kind of difficult to take your eyes off it. I mean, I don't know if it's because I'm building it, but it's definitely the first thing that's grabbing my attention. So now that the face is pretty much done, it's time to work on the witch's hat, because, I mean, this is very loosely meant to be a witch. It's kind of like a mixture of a witch and a gargoyle and other monstrous things all just squashed into one horrific Minecraft build. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to build a hat? Like, it's not terrible, but it's so difficult. This looks horrendous, but in maybe a good way, I'm not sure yet. Whatever happens, I am having fun building it. It is quite an interesting project. I think I'm going to leave the hat for the time being. I've made some adjustments. I think I'm just going to... I mean, I really like the idea of arms coming over the top. I'm not sure how to describe this. You know, like arms up in the air, but then hands facing downwards. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are too young to remember Thriller. I said that as if I'm old enough to remember when Thriller came out. No, that was way before me as well. That hand's quite creepy, actually. I mean, it is ridiculous, but actually in a really funny way. If we get the other arm in. And then I think we need, like, the reason I've got this green and black glass is so that we can almost have, like, magic dripping down from the fingertips. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was waiting for someone to take the mic. Unbelievable. This is the silliest build I've done in a very long time. This is so silly. It looks so ridiculous, but also brilliant. It is ugly in a good way. Halfway through, I got scared that it was going to be ugly in a bad way, but I think it's ugly in a good way. So with the front all done, we should probably start work on the back. The back's scarier than the front. The back is scarier than the front. Oh, I don't even want to look at that. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, the issue is that the arms are kind of disproportionate, and also I think they're breaking shoulders. Like, it doesn't really make sense as to where the arms are. So building the back of a head here and also a witch's hat that makes sense is going to be a bit of a challenge. It's definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. But I would say I've made the best with what I've got, and that is what we've ended up with. To be honest, you know, if Green can have a mansion with nothing on the back of it, I can have a scary-looking witch with nothing on the back of it. And yes, that was me calling him out, because you know what? 2 times throughout the building of this, 2 whole times, he has said that this looks like me. Not once, but twice. So I would say the little entrance for this thing should be somewhere. I mean, I wasn't planning on making it an arch, but actually it being an arch kind of looks quite cool. I mean, maybe make it a little bit taller, but yeah, we're going to have a little staircase that drops us down into the Spookification Chamber. Hold up! Wait, hold up! Hang on, there's 2 things I want to hold up on right now. What's occurred? What's occurred? Hep life. Join Hep, get cake. My face has been vandalised. I've been given speech bubbles. I've been given a speech bubble of something that I've never said before. I'm not even entirely sure what Hep is, although I do appreciate the bandana. But also, more importantly, the Diamond Throne's back. How's it gone out of its vault? Well, I guess... Well, no, I guess... I guess Iskall must have found his key, although he did say that he was having trouble finding it. It must have been in one of his shulker boxes or something like that. I mean, the diamond throne is back, and you know what's really funny about this? I must have put a diamond on the diamond throne without realising that the diamond throne was back, and it was meant to be in his vault, which is really embarrassing on my part. Just quickly back over to my build. The fact that this is what you see when you walk out the nether portal has made me incredibly happy. Like, beyond happy. But now, back to the serious matters at hand. I just quickly want to make sure that there's been no shenanigans afoot. Okay, the redstones will work. Oh. I've never been so terrified in all my life that I had fallen into some form of dangerous trap. I genuinely thought that was going to be the end of me, and I'm holding my valuable bits in my... Oh, that would have been a bad day. But this seems wrong. This seems very wrong. So the door's been locked open. And it looks like... They've changed out the key. And there's a staircase. Where's this staircase going? It goes nowhere. This is all a mystery. I don't know what to say. I mean, the thing is that I don't really care, because it was just a hermit challenge. I'm not really a member of the Mycellium resistance. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what's going on. I don't. But I still feel a little bit affronted that somebody busted open my vault. Somebody's busted open my vault. They've broken in to something that I don't care about them stealing, but they've still stolen something that I put in a vault. I don't care about the stuff that's been stolen. My blessed vault. You know, if things escalate, right, and this Mycellium stuff gets out of hand, I know what side I'm going to be on, but I'm not on anyone's side. I'm on the side who don't bust open vaults, alright? That's what side I'm in. I'm going to be fighting for the vault. I'm on the vault resistance. Our army may be one man, but he is locked in on winning. You see, that was a vault pun. See what I did? We even have cheesy jokes. I don't see the Mycellium resistance having any cheesy jokes. Right, that's enough of that. Let's get back to work, shall we? So, I've hollowed out a little area underneath our witch. I've also hollowed out a little area underneath here, which is this. This is the area that the Spookification Chamber is actually going to be going. But first, I thought I should probably build up some form of lobby or some form of place that actually explains what this thing is, because this isn't giving much away. And that's actually got me thinking, what would the inside of a witch look like? Am I going to try and play into that a little bit, or am I going to leave it as almost like a dungeon? That's actually a difficult question, because both of them are cool. So I've kind of decided to go for both, because I couldn't really decide. So we've got a little bit of the purple, we've got a little bit of stone going around the edges, which is a little bit dungeony. And then here, this is meant to be a brain. I mean, it's really difficult to build brains in Minecraft, let me just tell you that. I think this may well be the closest we've come to killing the base. We almost lost a life there. So I've spent quite a bit of time resource gathering. It does not look like it from that inventory. That's incredibly embarrassing. I've refilled a lot of my shulker boxes. I've put things in the correct places. I've got myself sorted, so that hopefully I should have everything I need to do this build. And now I'm just in the process of actually getting things in place. Now, the reason there's beds in here is because I think I'm going to make it so that the hermit dies. Like, that makes sense to me. You know, if you're going to come back, if you're going to look like this, okay, if you're... I still can't not laugh, but it's kind of a requirement, isn't it? You know, a spookification, becoming spooky, normally involves, unfortunately, dying a bit, and then coming back to life in a gangled manner. I don't know if gangled is even a word, but I'm keeping it. In fact, it might actually become one of my personal favourites. Sleep before spookification. It will only hurt a bit. A lot. Also put all items in the chests. Otherwise, bad day. I think that sums things up nicely. The big problem with the lectern is that nobody will see the cool name for my book. Regardless, it reads, "Welcome to the Hermitcraft Spookification Chamber. With Halloween on the horizon, it's time for some hermit horrors. Set your spawn, remove all armor/items, and put them in the chests. Deposit 16 diamonds into the chest, and the Spookification Chamber will be open. Jump in, it will tickle, then burn, then you want to die as the pain is so bad, then you will die but somehow the pain will continue, then you properly die, and then you're spooky." Now, that is pretty much all the details that I put in the book. However, there is like a small amount of information that I kind of wanted to put towards the end. As you can see, I kind of wanted it a little bit out of the way. This process is not currently reversible. I'm going to pretend that that stutter was intentional and wasn't just me losing the ability to speak. Right, I've started work on some of the redstone. That was a weird one. Huh? I don't even know what's happening, but it's kind of satisfying. Oh, I think it's because this piece of redstone dust is powering that slime block, which is why it only pops up and down. If I just redirect that redstone signal, we should now see that everything will behave normally. Yes. So now I've connected up this little piston system into an RS snore latch, which means when the player puts their 16 diamonds in, the trapdoor will open up. And then when they drop through into the killing chamber, I'm going to have a little pressure plate, or maybe even a tripwire. Either one, and that will re-trigger the RS snore latch, which will then close up the trapdoor behind them. Relatively simple and old school redstone logic, but it's always good to know. Now, the only thing that I kind of hadn't accounted for is the size of the trapdoor. The depth of the trapdoor is actually quite big, so we're going to have to knock a few extra blocks out to make room for this killing chamber, because I kind of want it to be semi-dramatic. I mean, it's definitely going to be a dramatic way of dying, but I also want redstone lamps flashing. I like some note block action, just, you know, go the full 9 yards. This is already starting to take shape. This reminds me of the Spider-Man film from my childhood. You know, there's been about 15 reboots. Well, the one that came out when I was young, it feels like this. Yes. 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 No. Yes. Yes. A frankly inappropriate number of yeses later, I think all of the redstone systems should now be in place for our spookification chamber. There's just one final key element that needs to be done. You see, the spookification process is a special process. I can't talk with that sort of thing going on. As I was saying, the spookification process is a special process, and that requires a special death, and that special death is fireworks. If you kill a player with fireworks, you can transform them into a spooky thing. Of course, you need all the redstone lamp action and all the note blocks and things as well. But that goes without saying, doesn't it? How on earth do you craft a fireworks star? It's been so long since I've built up a fancy firework. Well, that's embarrassingly simple. I can't believe I asked that question. Ladies and gentlemen, for goodness sake, what is it with this thing and ruining my talking? It just comes flying past. I get distracted. Well, the machine's done. I've been upstaged. I feel like I've been upstaged. I mean, it's done. It's probably not going to be as cool as a villager with a dragon head riding through a path, though, is it? I must admit, I'm a tiny bit nervous. I'm a lot nervous, actually. I'm really nervous, and I don't actually know why. Let's just do it. I can't believe I'm having to pay for my own spookification. This is my machine. I should get it for free. But anyway, the diamonds have now dropped through the system. Spookify me. Everything's closed up. And the redstone doesn't work. I'm stuck down here. Oh, no. I should have tested it. I'm actually stuck in my chamber. Oh, Xoomer's online, but he's AFK. I'm stuck. I'm genuinely stuck. What do I do? This is an incredibly painful process. But I've spotted a chest that I think has blocks in it. And if I can reach it, then I might be able to get out. Come on. There we go. There we go. Right, after a tiny bit of fiddling, let's get this thing up and running again. And I'm actually more nervous this second time around, but hopefully everything should go smoothly. So, 16 diamonds gone into the chest. That's 32 diamonds in total I've paid for my own spookification. Drop in. Okay. There it is. Here we go. We are gradually getting spookified. Very gradually. And now we see what I look like. Ready? My arm looks... Are you joking me? Spookification machine, are you joking me? This is as scary as you can get. This... I've already looked like this season. That's so rude. This is just me without a mustache. I can't believe my spookification machine. Look at this thing. Look at this thing, alright? Look, huge spooky face. Everything is meant to be spooky. Alright, I did everything perfectly the redstone is calibrated to make the scariest possible version of your Minecraft skin, and it does me without a mustache. It does me without a mustache. Well, look, okay, I will admit, my face is quite scary when I don't have my mustache. I will admit that, but I feel like that. No, there might not be anything scarier, to be honest with you. There might genuinely not be anything scarier than this. Well, anyway, I look forward to seeing the Hermits use my spookification machine. It is now open for business. People can come in, they can make their payments and things, and they can be spookified by my redstone. This has been fun. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. I mean, just out of interest, I wonder what happens again. Like, if I go into it again, will I get more spooky? That could be interesting. I might actually give that a go. You'll have to wait and see what happens in the next Hermitcraft episode. Oh my goodness. What is it, Kubo? What's happened? What's up?